All right, next up, I hope I'm pronouncing these correctly. I apologize if I'm not. Robert Jaggers and Lorenzo Borghese, the co-founders of South Beach Brewing Company. Come on up. Lorenzo, great to see you. Robert, how are you? You got one mic here, one mic here. Please pay attention to the timer.
She's just handing out little props. All right. I'm Lorenzo Borghese, co-founder of South Beach Brewing Company.
And I'm Robert Jaggers, also co-founder of South Beach Brewing Company. We thought of three things when we wanted to create a successful brand. That was amazing beer, creative branding, and awesome marketing.
And when we came up with the name, we wanted a name that was symbolic to our town and the people that drink our beers. This is a vacation beer. We also wanted a name that had authority both on a local level, a state level, national level, and an international level, and that's how we came up with South Beach Brewing.
Our Blood Orange Sunset IPA was actually just listed in Forbes magazine as the top 10 best summer fruit beers. Our Strawberry Orange Mimosa is also made with 100% real OJ, and our Peach Shandy is made with 100% peach juice, and all of our beers have our proprietary electrolyte.
And electrolytes are in there because they help people stay hydrated, especially in the hot Florida days. They're also there because when you drink beer, you're gonna more likely get dehydrated. We have 4 beers. Our last beer coming out is our ale. And that'll round up our 4 core formulas.
And then all graphics and branding were created by local artist Lebo. We wanted to go with the Art Deco theme that's synonymous to the architecture in South Beach. And so we have a pelican who's drunk in a tuxedo. We also have a peach shandy, which is our stone crab. And then we have an ale coming out that's going to be a sailboat, so you can sail away with us. And then we have our flamingo, which was the one written up in Forbes.
Well done. Robert, can you get the microphone? That's okay. All right. Almost died. South Beach Brewing Company. Are those toothbrushes that I see on the? Yeah. This is very cool. Also appropriate for the morning. Okay. Yeah, exactly. All right, Tom. Real juices and electrolytes sounds like another functional beer brand, or at least a functional component. What do you think?
The beer was really good. I was really impressed. I went in with the notion that I was not going to like the beer. I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was balanced. I thought it was really citrusy without being pithy. It was drinkable. I would drink another one. So that's a huge kudos. I'm going to be 100% honest with you and tell you I hate your branding. I absolutely hate it. As a beer consumer and as someone in the industry, I want to go out and buy a beer based on something that's not sophomoric. This alienates me from the very onset. It's a total barrier to me sampling it, and you make a great beer. I wish there was an entry for me to actually drink it.
Fred, the guys mentioned this was sort of a vacation beer brand and projecting that. I mean, what do you think of that positioning?
There's certainly no lack of personality, which I can appreciate for the category. You guys are doing what you can to stand out. I agree with Tom that there is a sophomore cartoony aspect. I do appreciate using a local artist, being true to South Beach through and through. It's holistic. I just think that the use of an art director or something with Lebo or some other artist from the community could bode well, because for me, a great brand is about a promise and then the follow through on the promise. Packaging is a promise. It's a visual expectation. I am judging this book by its cover. And I think it creates a hurdle, as was said. Clearly this guy knows his beer better than I do, and if he says it's top notch, I'm going to believe him. How do we remove a little bit of that perception at the upfront so someone can get to the liquid inside is the ultimate goal. Softening perhaps some of the personality or just simply the execution could be the key.
Carmen, a lot brought up about the branding, the liquid. What do you think of the presentation and what Robert and Lorenzo did up here on stage?
I think the presentation was super tight. I appreciated that you guys, it does seem like you know who you are and sort of that you're going after this vacation consumer. I'm wondering where you guys are from. Are you from South Beach?
No, we're both from New Jersey.
Okay.
We live there now.
You do now. I bet you do. So yeah, the presentation was great. I think that in thinking through the styles, as Tom mentioned, I also was a fan of the beer. It's pretty specific to these fruit-forward beers, which isn't a bad thing, but thinking about what happens next and how you guys stay relevant after fruit beers have sort of like, that ship has sailed.
Right, and the ale
Got it. Thank you.
But it'll still have electrolyte.
Yes.
All right, good stuff. Let's move on.